Recently, I played an Ocarina of Time randomizer. Some might ask, what is a randomizer? Well, I'm glad you asked. It shovels items and entrances in the game, and you can choose how random you want things to be. You can make it so everything that could possibly drop an item is random, or you could just shuffle main item checks. For example, you could get a late game item in place of your starting sword, and then you'd have to work around that. Randomizers require a lot of routing if you want to get them done in a timely manner, which means you might want to know the game you're running. Maybe have previous speedrun experience, or maybe you've 100%ed it at some point. Unfortunately for me, I've never beaten Ocarina of Time. So when I did my randomizer, I only had a couple things randomized, along with the dungeon entrances being shuffled. So instead of just explaining, I'll let you see for yourself. Let's start the randomizer. So when I started my first ever randomizer, I had only just beaten the water temple in the original game. So my knowledge of the game was alright, but not the best. With this randomizer, I decided to have logic on, which just means that I won't get stuck at any point. So if I hit a roadblock and need a certain item, that item is accessible in the world with the items I have at the time. For example, the bow cannot be locked behind shooting the sun. So any roadblock I hit will just lead to me having to look elsewhere. To start the randomizer, I went for checks that I knew about at the start, going into the house with 4 chests for some easy checks. So we don't have to worry uh, about like getting stuck somewhere and me having to perform glitches. Oh, and a Hylian shield right off the bat too. Okay. That can happen. Those are full items. And a recovery heart. Alright. Getting the Kokori sword and the Hylian shield straight away gave me a great sense of confidence that this randomizer would be a fun, straightforward, maybe 5-hour experience where I would get the items I need and not have to worry too much about the routing and checks that I did not know of at the time. My next check was the sword chest, which awarded me with fire arrows, something not required to have, but can definitely help with puzzles later on. Because I've never done this before, so in reality this could probably take me a whole day, a whole 24 hours if I'm bad enough, or if it's a bad enough seed, although I feel like it's a pretty good seed already. I mean, what, I got a Hylian shield right off the bat. I got the Kokiri sword literally first thing, although I suck at the game, as you can see. I just wibble wobbled off the bridge right there. My first sort of roadblock was trying to get to the Deku tree. In order to get past Mido, you need a sword and shield. And you may be thinking, well, that's great, you have both of those. But no, I need a Deku shield to pass by, and I did not have one. Luckily enough for us, I had already seen one in the shop for about 40 rupees, and all we had to do was grab enough rupees to buy it. I have to go up the bridge now. I didn't want to have to go up that bridge, but I need those 5 rupees to buy that Deku shield. Or I might not have to. I don't think I got this rupee. Yeah, no. Okay, good. That's all I want. Another thing about this randomizer is that the gossip stones will give hints as to where items are, or if areas are required, or if they will have nothing good in them. I didn't realize this until later on, so this hint next to the Deku tree goes unchecked. Chests in a randomizer become so much more important. I will allow past me to explain this. Alright, so every chest is important, I'm pretty sure, randomizer. Basically, every chest is important, because you need to, What? Oh, I'm not supposed to hurt you. Every chest is important because some chests in the original would just have like a map or something, and you don't really care for a map, or just a recovery heart or like 5 rupees. Now those could contain the slingshot or any other important item. Some randomizer settings can make it so that the important items only show up in big chests, or there's even a setting to have the chest change its design based on what's in it. If it's important, it's big. If it's less important, it could be small. In this randomizer, all chests are the size they would be in the base game. Getting Slingshot early on is good because it allowed me to kill things farther away, and it's good for some early puzzles as a child. Even though I said no one really cares for maps in this randomizer, I really cared for both maps and compasses since I had never beat the game and had never been in some of the dungeons. Later on, maps and compasses were very helpful in making sure I checked all the chests in the dungeons. Deku Tree didn't give much else after the slingshot, so I'll just show you how the fight against Goma went.
Alright, Goma. It only took me 20 minutes to get here. How long will the boss fight take me? Shouldn't take me that long. I'm not that incompetent. Nice music. Doesn't she like lay eggs if you don't hit her in the eye? I'm not gonna get her in time. I didn't get her in time. Man, I keep thinking that it's just it's a tap to get it. Alright, I'm gonna hold it this time. Because then I can get her in the eye. There it is. And there we go. It only took me a minute. A 1-minute Goma boss fight. That's how good I am at this game. Alright, what do you drop, Goma? Oh, just a piece of heart. Instead of a full heart. Alright. Okay. So far... Oh, okay. I received the fire medallion.
The medallions and spiritual stones are shuffled also, so it's not a guarantee on what you receive at the end of each dungeon. This randomizer was set up to have the bridge to Ganon's castle only appear after you get all 6 medallions, meaning I had to go through most of the dungeons. Before leaving the forest, I decided to check out Lost Woods and do what I could in there first.
Nothing there. Do this. Alright. A Deku shield. Is that all you give me? Alright, yeah, I think that's all you give me. Oops. Should not have wasted all those, seeds. Hello. Okay. I'm gonna say that's it. Cause I don't think I don't have bombs or anything.
Leaving the forest gave me the fairy ocarina, useful to play songs on. Heading straight to Hyrule Castle from the forest, I climbed up the chains to collect some extra cash.
Oh, this is something cool if you guys don't know about this. I'll wait for night. You don't have to wait for night. You can just jump and grab them, but I like to wait for night because you can grab all 3 of them. If you're careful. 1, 2. Oh, I almost fell off. 3. Alright, there we go.
I grabbed these rupees to hopefully be able to check shops and buy some stuff, but in waiting for night, all the shops closed, so I headed straight to the castle instead. Talking to Malin there gave me an egg to wake up her dad Talon, which prompted me to say something very unfortunate.
She gave me the egg as well. Alright, yeah. So I think it is just sort of gonna be, if I'm gonna need it, I'm gonna get it. That kind of thing. Which is fine.
And oh, how wrong I was. Going to check what Zelda gives us resulted in receiving the letter along with a new song.
Alright. Letter from Zelda. Oh, I messed up. I keep messing up because I forgot which ones were my C buttons. Alright, what are we learning? The Requiem of Spirit.
Requiem of Spirit takes us to the Spirit Temple, a place I had not yet gone in the base game. All song locations are shuffled as well, so there are certain places where you can go to learn songs, like the windmill or when exiting a dungeon. These checks can be very important since they unlock more song checks later on. Going into Kakariko and checking what I could there, I didn't get much of anything. And after checking the caged cow and seeing that it had a heart container just like in the base game, I started to doubt myself on this seed, thinking that maybe I hadn't randomized all that I thought I did. But soon I would get what I wanted when I climbed up Death Mountain.
I can go get that heart container. No, I just wanna... What if I come at it like this? I don't want to grab it, I just want to jump! I fell all the way down. Alright. What even is it? It's probably just that heart piece, isn't it? No, I just want to look. Oh no, what is that? That's something else. You jerk, leave me alone! You're gonna kill me! What is that? There's a damn There's a Deku shield, I don't need that!
A damn Deku shield. The mark of a large rock wall that I needed to scale. I didn't know it at the time, but I was about to be smashing my face into a wall for a while, and that Deku shield, that was the warning sign. Walking into Goron City, there weren't very many things I could check without Goron bracelet or bombs, so I decided the best thing for me to do was to play that warp song I got earlier and check out what dungeon I would get from that.
Song, okay. You know what? Because I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just gonna play Requiem of Spirit, and I'm gonna see where that takes me. Oh, I am bad at memorizing. What was that? A down, left down, A. A down, left down, A. A down, A down, A down, A, left down, A. That was complete bullshit that I just said. I'm gonna be real. I do not know how I got that. Yes. Desert Colossus. I've never been here before. I probably should have saved before coming here. Because I have no idea where this place is. But we're just gonna go inside. It's a dungeon at the very least. I know that much. So let's see. What is this? Ooh, it's Dodongo's Cavern! Woo!
Desert Colossus and the Spirit Temple, which led to Dodongo's Cavern. A celebration ensues as I begin to think that maybe I can progress, but I can't even enter if I don't have bombs or strength. So back out into the desert I go, leaving the temple presents me with another song opportunity where I learn Saria's song. Thinking that I could just leave the desert after this, I head to the exit and enter a wasteland. Just another jagged rock blocking my path forward. I spent about 4 to 5 minutes just going in and dying over and over again before I thought to just reset the game. Doing this makes Child spawn in Link's house back in the forest.
So if we ever get into a pickle like that, I can just reset and I will spawn in my house. And there will be no problem.
Thinking that Darunia would give me strength, I headed straight back to Goron City with my newly acquired Saria's song. On the way, I mentioned maybe checking Dompe at around 49 minutes into the run. I just wanted to mention that for no particular reason.
We can probably go do Dampe. I don't know if he'll give me anything. Or if it'll just be, whatever it's called. The heart piece. Man, I'm over here killing myself on these Skulltulas. And the shot. No. No! No, I can't talk to him because I don't have the fucking lullaby! Damn it!
This is where I realized that there was a very large wall standing in front of me that would take a lot of work and brain power to even start climbing. I had a few ideas for how I would do this, and I had a few checks in the back of my head that I knew I could check, but I was going to take a bit before I could even get a foothold on this wall.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I can do now. Okay. This is the part of the randomizer that's fun. Because now I've hit a roadblock. I thought that I could that I would just go to Darunia, play him Saria's song, and he'd give me something. But no, I need to actually go other places. Such as, we're gonna go to Lon Lon. Nope, I don't want to grab that. No, we've already been over this. There we go.
I headed to Lon Lon in hopes for a warp song to another dungeon, hoping that maybe I could get away with just doing dungeon checks, but on my way I remembered about the Castletown shops.
Did I? No, I didn't. I didn't check the shops in Hyrule. Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have checked the shops in Hyrule. Oh, I didn't check them because it was nighttime. Because I was an idiot still. It doesn't change the fact that I was an idiot. It just changes the fact that there's a reason for why. I'm the one who waited for night. Did not have to wait for night. Could have just got the 40 rupees and been just fine. But who knows, maybe there's something really expensive here that I need 99 rupees for. 2 heart pieces, a Zora tunic. Can I buy the Zora tunic right now? It is a... Oh. It's 20 rupees. I'm buying it. Can I equip it now? As child? No. It's a nice color though. Although I'll probably keep the red tunic on. But 20 rupees for that, that's crazy. Oh, I can buy bomb shoes. Yeah. For 99 rupees. Alright, I'm gonna go get 99 rupees real quick.
New hope, and seeing these bomb shoes for sale, I went to collect some more rupees. Maybe this wall would be a cakewalk after all. Since explosives open up so much more in this game, I was filled with determination.
It was probably stupid with these bomb shoes on sale right now. Actually, does Mask Salesman... I guess everything is random, so I have to do everything here. Nah, he's still He still just does that. Now, I actually have played quite a bit of Ocarina of Time. Hello. Hi. What? You're not open for a bit. Oh, I have to buy bomb juice first, probably. Probably. Okay, I'll go do that then. Because I think she gives out 2 rewards. And then I don't think I can do archery yet. Well, I guess I could do archery if I was confident in my skills. Because, I think all it would give me is 50 rupees. Alright. Things are starting to get on a roll and it's exciting. It only took an hour in, but things are finally different and it feels like I actually have to think about what I'm doing now. Which I like. I like that I gotta think. Hello. I can't get him now, what do you mean?
And just like that, in only a couple minutes, this roll I was on smashed straight back into the wall. There was no way around it. I needed to find something else. I needed to check everything I could. Bomb chews were not the answer. So I put my head back down and headed to Lon Lon.
Who knows, maybe she'll teach me Zelda's Lullaby. That could be a good thing. Hello. Oh, it's just so... She was flat out singing... Okay. She was singing Song of Time. So, of course, this is Malin's voice right now. That little girl is, really belting it out. Alright, so I've got Song of Time. I think... I'm not sure if I have all the things. I don't think the Door of Time's open, so I do also... So I do have to do... I have to do every dungeon. Because I need to get the 3 things to open... what's it good? To open the Door of Time. Hello. Super Cuckoos, yes, I will play your game. So 2 went over there, and then there's the one over here. Yep, I found him immediately. Super easy to find. Hey, that's another one. Wow, I'm so smart. That's not it. Not it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Come here. No, wrong one. Wrong one. Damn. Yeah, I'll try again. Only for 5 rupees this time. Wow. You sure are generous, Talon. Found him. No, I want this one right here. That wasn't it. Yep. Alright. And then... There we go, I did it. Alright. Oof. Stressful. Ah, man! A scam.
With the checks that I knew of at the time done in Lon Lon, I decided to leave the gold Skulltulas for when I had Boomerang and head to my next point of interest, Zora's River.
That might only be as adult. Oh, I can't even do anything over here because I need bombs. Right. Okay. So, um, guess I could head to the actual lake. That is an option. I don't even know if there's really anything for me to get there, though.
After realizing I needed bombs to go anywhere in Zora's River, I decided the next place to check would be Lake Hylia. Though it is blocked off from entering from Hyrule Field, I eventually found a workaround by going into Gerudo Valley and jumping into the valley.
Do not know. I'm jumping down. Woo. Do not know where this is going to put me at it. Lake Hylia. Oh, yeah. Exactly where I wanted to be. Thank you. Now that I'm here, I still don't know, like, any of the checks that I'm gonna want to make. But at least I'm somewhere new. My name's Pierre, the one.
Not knowing how to set up Scarecrow Song, I just sort of messed around with them for a couple minutes trying to figure them out.
The fuck do you?
After that, I just wandered around the lake for a bit. I even tried doing the shoot into the sun check with Slingshot, which did not work, surprisingly, before eventually deciding that I would try fishing.
I think it's day. Let's do this. Hello. Yes. Oh no, you don't have a rumble pack. Okay. When looking at a fish, you can cast your line with B and press A to break the... When your lure drops into the water, you can wiggle it. If you're a novice, you can also use B. Reel into your lure with A. Hold down A and R to reel it in faster. If you feel a hit, press A and down to set the hook. After that... Yeah, I'm so generous I'll let you fish for as long as you want. However, you can only keep one 6 pounds. Let's fish. Okay. That's a small fry. I don't know how to fish. There it is. Alright, I have to get my face real close. Oops. Oh. Oh. Come on. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, I got him. Come on. I have him. Damn. Yes, I will keep that fish because it is 8 pounds. And he said his biggest is 6. So, yeah. Whoa! This fish is huge! Damn! I was hoping... Alright, I think that's all I could get from here. I'll look it up later. But I think that's the best.
At this point in the run, I knew I needed either Goron Bracelet or Bomb Bag. I was leaning more towards Goron Bracelet at the time. I'm not really sure why I wanted this over Bomb Bag, but it would just made sense to me at the time. I had also decided to start trying to get the Skulltulas for the Skulltula rewards. You get a reward for every 10 tokens you collect up to the 50 mark, so there are 5 checks locked behind those tokens. I figured since I was close to 10 I would try and get the first check sooner than later. So I headed back to Lon Lon to get my 10th token, and on the way I thought up of a couple more checks that I could do. There were 2 in Lost Woods that I couldn't do when I first went there, and they both relate to the Skull Kids in there. At the time I said, we have 2 more checks before everything is hopeless. But that was not true. I was mostly just running out of ideas for checks that I could do.
Dang, these things do 1 heart. You know, I also didn't do Damping. That is on me. I mentioned it and everything, and then I just fully didn't do it. So we have 3 checks to do. Technically. Since it's on the way, kind of, I'm going to deal with this guy first. Alright. Hello. Ah! It's the shittiest thing I've ever gotten. Nah, that's fine. We still have Dompe and Skull Kid Saria song. And the other Skull Kids, the guys that I just sort of jumped and said hello to. Although I think it might be too early for Dompe. Crap. Dang it. Although, doesn't that... Since no one's here, does that mean that I get to mess with the graves? It's kind of fucked up to just say. But yeah, no one's here, so I get to mess with them. Oh, shit! I wasn't expecting you. Oh, crap. I just keep bringing the dead alive. Kind of messed up that there's these dead evil spirits here. Well, you know, it's whatever. Alright, Lost Woods it is, because there are 2 checks there.
So after seeing that, I just want to mention, for no reason at all, that the graves with green grass in front of them usually have a hole that you can drop down into under them. That's just a fun fact that I wanted to point out. Anyway, on to Lost Woods.
Alright, so I probably should have done this, at least what I'm going to do first. I probably should have done that right as soon as I got the Ocarina. Odd. Ba ba ba. Easy, easy. Well, this is a game of memory, which you guys just saw my terrible memory with the scarecrow crap. Although, they played it for me twice, so maybe I will be better. Alright. Damn! Hey, kid. Oh. That's not it. How's it go? No, 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 no. I know how it goes. Fuck. Ah, I just said I knew how it goes and then I messed it up immediately. Fuck. There you go. Da, 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 da. Could you believe that I played an instrument my whole... Oh my god! No way! Okay, so it's Dampe. That's all. That's what I'm getting from this, is that I need to go to talk to Dampe at night. Either that or this run is dead. Mysterious item. 40 rupees. The fuck? No way, bro. Bro scammed me. Scammed me so hard.
Three checks and no progress was made. Also, I was so close to figuring out about the hints. So freaking close. After this blow to my motivation, I decided to try and head to Dampe again, but thought it might be worth checking Temple of Time first, since it's kind of on the way and I had Song of Time.
Let's see the Temple of Time. Alright, yep. So I don't have any of the 3 spiritual stones that I need. What? 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 Alright. Strange. Alright. I wasn't expecting that. So I can go to adult now. I think as adult you could just pick up the bomb flowers. Right? What is the, I've never... Ooh. We can put on this other tunic now.
With this idea that I can pick up bomb flowers as adult without the Goron bracelet, I decided to warp back out to the desert.
Requiem of Spirit is that. Okay. Alright. I know there's probably checks I could do here right now, but I'm gonna go do Dodongo's Cavern. Pretty sure I can just flat out do that, because I don't think you need the strength if you're adult to pick the bomb flowers. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, I guess. I'm wrong. Great. Alright. I guess I can do this then. You can at least check where adult is gonna spawn when I reset. Honestly, might respawn in Temple of Time. Which if he does, that's fine. Nope.
Now I got scared here because you can randomize the spawn location when you save and reset, so in my mind, I thought that maybe it was random and it just so happened to be Dodongo's Cavern. So I went and tried the Wasteland again before eventually deciding that I would just save and quit outside the dungeon, since in Legend of Zelda games, if you save in a dungeon, you will just spawn back at the front. And yes, I was just being dumb, and we got back to the Temple of Time.
So now that my suspicion has been confirmed, I'm gonna do some adult stuff.
I figured that the first adult things I could do would be racing Dampe in the graveyard and checking what Song of Storms is.
We We can also learn a song. Okay. Yeah. Maybe this guy will teach me Zelda's Lullaby. Who knows? Huh. Sun Song. Alright. There's no storm. Although, sure is acting like there's a storm. Well, Sun Song is actually good, because now, I can get the Cuckoo Lady to come out. Cuckoo Lady. And, we can see what she's gonna give me. 50 rupees. Huh, thank you. I'll check these shops as well. And then I can also do the archery challenge.
I really did a lot just to ignore Dampé in this run. Every time I mentioned him, I would go do other checks before him. That must just mean that he had some really good things locked behind him, right? That's usually how things work out. But I won't spoil it here, just keep watching.
Ooh, wallet. Damn. A good-ass deal on a wallet. And then a horrible deal on bomb shoes. Although
Also, I'm pretty sure those bomb shoes right there would have unlocked them for me. Actually, let me check. And yes, looking at the spoiler log, that would have unlocked the bomb shoes. Either way, let's continue.
your stock sucks. Anyway. I'm gonna go do this. Get prepared to see how bad my my shooting is. Although it might have improved. It has not improved. Alright. Oh, perfect. Fuck. I think that was the prize. I don't know.
That was not the prize. Since I didn't have bow yet, the game wouldn't have given me the quiver at that time, so I played this area for basically no other reason than to get those rupees. Which would have been alright, had I then used them to go buy those bomb shoes, but that aside, let's go on to the Dampé race.
Usually I would get hook shot from this. But let's see what I'll get this time. Bro wants to act like he's giving a fair race. Over here throwing all these fireballs down. What's he doing? Trying to get me drunk? Get it? Fireballs? It's a very introspective joke. I don't think I used introspective right there. Be real with you. It's called my hook shot. Alright, let's see if it's true or not. Oh, thank you, Dompe.
After that upset, I needed to think of more places to check, and the only thing I could really think of was the grotto behind the potion shop.
Oh, hell yeah. These are the type of grottos I need. God damn, these are not the type of grottos I need, bro.
With the 2 hour mark hitting and me still not having found strength or bombs, I was losing hope that I would ever be able to get past this wall that was just getting taller and taller in front of me. I decided to try and do Dampe's child just to see what he is. It had been an hour since I first thought about going to check him, and I figured I should just get it over with.
I'm just going back to kid now. Because I don't think I can learn. Oh wait, yeah, no. I'm stupid. I can go to Lost Woods. Yeah, I can go to Lost Woods and go check out Forest Temple. I don't have Hookshot, but I can at least learn the song.
And of course, I decided to change my mind and head to Forest Temple to learn a song there.
Oh, I did it either way. Okay. Oh, crap.
And after getting beaten up by the moblins there, I eventually got to learn Zelda's Lullaby. In my eyes at the time, this meant I could finally check Darunia, who I was convinced had something good, maybe bombs or strength, so I immediately went back to Temple of Time to switch to Child and do the checks that were opened up by Zelda's Lullaby. I could get a new song and I could check Darunia, and I even thought to check Dampe. But of course, on the way there, I got distracted by some dogs and decided to check that. Luckily for me, it gave me Din's Fire, which is helpful later on, and it's good that I found it, I guess. However, I still needed to either bombs or strength, and Din's Fire is not that. I head to the graveyard to check Dompe, but he is not there.
All I need is the strength bracelet, and then we can, you know, do the Dongo's cave. He's not here. What the fuck, bro?
After waiting outside Kakariko for a little bit to let it get a bit later, I returned to the graveyard and yet still Dampe wasn't there. So I decided to go check the royal family's tomb and learn Song of Storms in doing so. Since I got that, I went to the windmill just to check what Bottom of the Well would be. Bottom of the Well turned out to be the Gerudo's training ground. Something that could kind of be done by Child, but not that easily. So after trying and failing a few times, I decided to go see what Darunia had in store for me. And of course, it all comes back to that damn Deku shield. With my spirits crushed, I decided to open Goron's shop in Lost Woods. I even went over to Forest Temple as Child to learn the song that was there.
Oopsies. Ba-da-da. Epona's song. Alright.
After getting Epona's song, I didn't exactly know what to do. So of course, I mentioned Dampe again, almost 2 hours after I originally even thought of him. I finally went to check him, and you'll never guess what he gave me.
Hello, Dompe. You bitch. Sorry. That was rude. You're not that bad. Especially if you give me something that's not a blue rupee. Man. Alright. Now we just wait. Alright. Dompe. Let's do this. No, I don't know if he's a 100% thing. Because if it's a 100% thing, then that means that he just dug up the prize, and that was a 10 rupee. It was a blue rupee. I mean, it did do the kind of like that. Let me check. Is this, is Dampe 100%?
Yes, Dampe is 100% in randomizer. So, I gave this man 2 hours of hype just for him to give me 5 rupees. Dampe scammed me and didn't even care. My soul was crushed at this point. What could I do? I had checked everything I thought I could at this point other than the training grounds, which I hadn't even done in my own personal playthrough.
It's taken me a while to kill just one of you.
I was lost, but I still had just a little bit of motivation, and I decided to at least try the training grounds. So I walked in and just couldn't do it. The first 2 rooms are fighting rooms, and I couldn't kill the 2 Stalfos in time. I was able to defeat the Lizalfos in time, but I needed bombs to kill that Beamos in the middle of the room. So stuck at a dead end, I ended the stream for the night at 3 hours in.
Yeah, I've had fun with this so far, so I hope you guys can have fun with it as well. And if you want, go ahead and follow. And go ahead and follow so that you could get the notification for when I go live tomorrow, so that you can continue watching this tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and good night.
Thank you so much to those who stuck around to the whole video. If you liked what you saw, make sure to subscribe and check out my Twitch channel to catch these live. MechaSense77. Part 2 should be coming out tomorrow. I do have a lot of footage to go through, and I still need a script part 2. I'm hoping that this can just be put down into 3 parts. And I didn't exactly want the first part to just be an hour long. I'm definitely going to be scripting it out to make things go by a little faster, but thank you if you did stick through the whole thing, and a like would be really appreciated. Yeah, but thank you. I really do appreciate you just watching. So, thank you. When I started up my stream the next day, I didn't have much thought out as to what checks I could do. I went around Kakariko and collected all the cuckoos to see what that would reward me, but unfortunately, all I got out of that was a blue rupee. Last stream I had bought Deku Nuts to try and tackle the Lizalfos in the training grounds, but even though I was able to beat them, the Beamos in the middle remained an issue. I did find the eye above the exit and was able to shoot it to get 2 more checks, but they were both just small keys. I came back as adult and managed to kill the Stalfos, but all I got out of that was a huge rupee, which was wasted since my wallet was already full. Realizing there was no other way around it, I decided to go to the internet for help, and I looked up grotto locations that I could go around and check. The first one I decided to check was all the way over by Lake Hylia's entrance, and inside of that lies a chest. It was the light in the dark for me, dropping down into that cave and seeing that chest sitting at the other end after constantly running into a wall for the last 4 hours. I opened it up, and inside lied a recovery heart. I had to move on after that. The website I had used to look for grottos showed that there weren't any others that had chests in them that I could check without bombs. So I decided to head into the valley and see what was there, since I hadn't visited the area as adult yet. And that's when I made a very, 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 very important discovery.
I think you need a Pona here to... Yeah. I could probably make that jump. Link, you probably shouldn't jump headfirst into a... into stone. Alright, is there a chest down here? I don't think there's a chest down here. There's a gossip stone. Oh, iron boots are in Lon Lon Ranch? Where? You just told me that? What? Okay.
With all other distractions stripped away from the area, just me and that gossip stone staring at each other, I finally figured out that there were hints. With this newfound knowledge that there was an extra check I wasn't aware of in Lon Lon, I headed there straight away and found them pretty easily. Though I needed to do a sliding puzzle first, which, let's just say, it took me a little bit.
I have to. This might be something I have to do as kid. That should be the solution. And it can be the solution. What? Yeah, I think I need to be child for that.
Going back to Child, there was a Storm Grotto in Hyrule Castle that I wanted to check, along with the 2 Gossip Stones that were there. The first one just told me that Shadow Temple hoarded a recovery heart, but that second Gossip Stone, the one that I literally could have checked 30 minutes into the randomizer, it told me something that made my heart drop.
Bomb bag can be... Whoa!
Bomb bag in graveyard. I went straight to graveyard just to figure this out.
Other kids there. Although the bomb bag could be up there. In which case I'll need magic beans. Which I don't think so. I don't think that'll be the case. Because... Fuck, I'm blinking. I'm blinking hard right now. Oh, come on, think about it. That hole that I tried to go in as adult. Okay, if this is bomb bag, it's bomb bag, isn't it? It's gonna be bomb bag. Ah! 4 hours in! It's been here this whole time! I could have had it so long ago! Ah!
4 hours in, and I just got to Dodongo's Cavern. This went by pretty fast. I average about 20 minutes for each dungeon, except for one outlier that we will get into later. But Dodongo's Cavern wasn't all that special, netting me about 2 heart pieces from the dungeon itself. But anyway, here's the Dodongo fight.
Alright. King Dodongo, here we are! Great music for King Dodongo. This is epic boss battle music that you hum to yourself. This is on par, honestly, with Doom music. In fact, I think Doom would probably be even more intense if you were to remove the Doom music and replace it with this. honestly. Alright, there's King Dodongo dead. Let's see what he gives us. It better not be something really bad. I don't even know what Goma gave us. I forget. I'll have to go back in the VOD and check. But King Dodongo gave us... I think Goma also just gave us a piece of heart. Alright, where's this gonna take us? It might just, Zora's Sapphire. Alright, that's good. And does that just open? No, it doesn't.
With a new surge of energy, I immediately started doing new checks that are unlocked with bombs. The first check I did after this was the grotto outside of Goron City in Lost Woods, which gave me the Big Goron Sword. A very useful item for me since my combat abilities in this game aren't the best, and it'll make adult fights go by much faster. I then went into the city and stopped the Rolling Goron, who gave me the fairy bow. Things were really starting to look up at this point, and I was getting real excited. On my way to open up the Dodongo's cavern, I dropped on top of it and contemplated picking up the Deku shield from earlier, but decided against it.
Since I already have a Deku shield, no, it's not. I'm not gonna grab it right now. I can go do Zora's River now as well. Or at least I can get Zora's River unlocked, and I can buy those beans. No!
Finding out that Dodongo was Water Temple, I decided it would be best to go back for Iron Boots so I could start doing checks inside of the temple, but I decided to check Zora's River and Domain first. The only thing worth getting in these areas was the Goron bracelet, which was up on a rock and I couldn't get it at the time. Plus bomb shoes. So after messing about, I went for Iron Boots. After this, I went up to Death Mountain to do the checks there. I blew up the chest wall and got a fish in a bottle, and then went up the rest of the mountain to get the Great Fairy Fountain check, which gave me Rudo's letter.
There it is!
Getting these two checks so close to each other made it seem like fate that I should go check Jabu Jabu next. I did find Goron's bracelet inside Death Mountain before leaving for Jabu, which confused me at the time, but the way progressive items work in this randomizer is that all the items will exist in the world at the same time, and they will all be the same until you collect one, and the rest will turn into the upgraded item in the world. So the bracelet I saw in Zora's River turned into silver gauntlets as soon as I picked up the bracelet here. Going into Jabu Jabu revealed Bottom of the Well, and that's where I decided to end the stream for the night, excited for what would come next. Started up the stream, I finished Bottom of the Well in my usual 20 minutes, but there were two more checks that I wanted to get that had invisible holes in between me and them. So my 20 minutes eventually turned into 30, then 40, and then I decided that it might just be faster to reset the game each time rather than climb all the way back up to try again, and so I hit the reset button. But I hadn't saved since I started the stream, so I had to go back to the start and do the dungeon all over again, and then try the invisible hole part again.
Ah, man, I hate this. Why am I doing this to myself? Literally, 3 minutes, and it'll have been an hour. 3 more minutes, and I'll have spent an hour on this thing. On one dungeon. One dungeon that last stream, I'm pretty sure I even said, oh, it'll be a breeze. I'll just go in and do this real quick. No, it's been an hour. It shouldn't have been an hour. I should have been doing something else by now. I started this off real excited because I got that hammer immediately. I was like, damn, that hammer really is going to help. What did I even get out of the chest? What? Did I open the chest? Yeah, I opened it. What did I get?
The chest contained a bundle of arrows and a Deku Seed bag upgrade. Other than that upset, I actually did get good things from here. The Megaton Hammer and Boomerang were in really easy spots, and I probably could have just left after getting them, but I was really stubborn and tried too hard. I also forgot to mention that the other reason I tried to get past those holes so badly was that there was a Skulltula at the end, and I was at 19 tokens, so I figured it might be worth it.
That's great, wasn't it? That was so fun. You were almost a... What does that mean, dude? What does that mean? You can't just say that. I hope that 20 Skulltulas is a good reward.
The stream started off really bad. With this hour-long bottom of the well and then an upset with the Skulltula check, I really needed a win. I decided to check all the dungeons I could. I tried fire, but needed hookshot, and then water, which also needed hookshot. But along the way, I found a bomb bag upgrade, Goron tunic, found the location of the gold scale, and I also picked up Epona. After getting Epona, I decided to head over to Gerudo Fortress to try and find hookshot. I snuck through the fortress and got the membership card, which unlocked the wasteland and the horse archery area. There weren't any important checks in Wasteland, and even if there were, I didn't have Lens of Truth at the time. Archery took me a couple tries, but it only gave me a blue rupee in return. Next check on my list was the Ice Cavern, and along the way I grabbed the silver gauntlets from Zora's River. Ice Cavern ended up being Forest Temple, which had really calming music, and I honestly just had a really good time relaxing while playing through the dungeon. I even got the hookshot, which unlocked a lot more for me. Phantom Ganon went down easy and didn't give anything too great, it was just a bottle. And with that, I decided to end the stream and go to bed.
Thank you to everyone who dropped in the stream today and watched.
When I started this stream, I had just finished going through Spirit, Shadow, and Gerudo training grounds in my base game so that I could have better knowledge of the checks needed in those dungeons and the items required. With the addition of the hookshot, I thought that I could maybe progress a little bit more into the training grounds, but you actually need the long shot for that, so instead I just went to check where Fire Temple takes me.
Other than that, I don't think it can be Jabu, because I can't really... Oh. That's not really that useful. It's just helpful to get to Lake Hylia a little faster. I don't know if there's a check over that way. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's see what Fire Temple's gonna be. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Spirit Temple. Alright.
The Fire Temple led to Spirit and gave me Serenade of Water. In Spirit, I was able to go through mostly all of the adult side and the last half of Child. We got Giant's Wallet and Magic out of the temple, but no boss key or mirror shield. So with no way to progress any further in Spirit, I played the Serenade of Water to warp to the Water Temple and see where that takes me.
Alright, so since only adult can go here, I'm gonna say this is probably Fire Temple. No, Ice Cavern.
Ice Cavern is good for a couple of checks and even blue fire, but we didn't really need to take any of that fire out of the cavern with us because a hint I got earlier in the run told me that Zora's domain was worthless, and finishing up the temple gave me Nocturne of Shadow, allowing me to go check Shadow entrance.
Easy to kind of remember. If this is Jabu, then we'll just go back to, we'll go check what these guys gave us, and then we will we'll go check what the Skulltulas give us, and then we'll go back to Child. Or no, we won't go back to Child immediately. We'll go check out Forest Temple, because I think, based on everything, this kind of has to be Jabu. Yeah. I knew it. Ooh, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. That makes my heart that makes my heart go a little cuz I got it right. I'm learning this game a little bit, and I like that. I like that I'm actually learning the game.
With Shadow being Jabu, I decided to do the rest of adult dungeon checks, those being Forest entrance and the Training Grounds entrance. Forest led to Shadow Temple, which I wasn't able to do much of without hover boots, and Gerudo Training Grounds led to Fire. I attempted Fire, but wasn't able to get very far as I needed another small key to go further into the dungeon, and since Logic was on, I figured that Volvagia must have been holding on to that small key, but without hover boots I was able to go fight them, leaving me with no choice but to go back to Child and go through Jabu.
Alright. Boomerang and... Boomerang and Slingshot are all I really need for in here.
Remember, I still need all 6 medallions, so at least beating the bosses of these dungeons is important. So with only having beaten Deku, Dodongo, and Forest, I only had 2 medallions. Shadow Medallion, which I got for free at the start of the randomizer, and Fire, which I got from Deku. Going into Jabu, I was hoping to find one of 3 items. Either Hover Boots, which would let me beat both Fire and Shadow, Mirror Shield, which would let me go through more of Spirit, or Long Shot, which would let me beat Gerudo Training Grounds and Water Temple, along with it also just being a really good item. So with that, I plunged deep into Jabu Jabu's belly to see what I could find. Jabu held the Kokori Emerald, a spiritual stone not really needed to beat the game. I honestly could have left the dungeon after finding this out, but I wanted to see what defeating the boss would give me.
There we go. Did it! Easy peasy. Lemon squazzy. Okay. I guess it just makes it easier for me to do the check.
After this, I hit another dry spell. I couldn't think of very many checks, and the checks I could think of were useless. Bombchu bowling, archery, shops, all of them didn't have what I needed. I was able to get past the lava room in Gerudo Training Grounds and shot the eyes in that room, but still nothing. There's a spot on a ledge in that room where you could set up a scarecrow with Scarecrow Song, so I spent a bit of time setting up my song, only for it not to work. I didn't know what to do again. For like the 3rd time, I got stuck. So I decided that I would go for the last 2 Skulltula rewards. I was at 39, and so I thought maybe the 40 would be good. I got to 40 and went straight for the check. It gave me the Lens of Truth, a helpful item for Shadow and Ganon's Castle, but not the best item around. With the Lens of Truth, I decided to try the treasure chest shop, only for the shop to give me a blue rupee.
Key. Get it, lucky? No. No. No!
I was tired and confused, so I just got to work and told myself I would not stop the stream until I got 10 more Skulltulas to check the final Skulltula reward. And about 50 minutes later, I had all 50 needed for the last check. I walked in that house, talked to the man, and...
Fuck.
My goal when starting my stream the next night was to beat the game. I had a checklist of all the checks that I wanted to do, from freestanding heart pieces to grottos. I spent the first hour and a half checking all the other heart pieces that I hadn't checked yet, and none of them were anything good, either being heart containers or rupees or even arrows. So I moved on to the grottos, and I really do wish I checked all these grottos immediately after getting bombs and hammer, because the first grotto I found was...
Oh? So once I have all 3 spiritual stones, I can get the Minuet of Forest. There it is.
Long shot. Opening the rest of Water and Gerudo Training Grounds, I felt great. But I wasn't done yet. I had a couple grottos on the way to Kakariko where both the Water and Gerudo Training Grounds were waiting for me.
Is that it? Did I do it right? I did. Woo. Hey guys. I know you're dead and all, but you're not restful right now. Well, if you're still alive, you're not resting. You should be resting. Go to sleep. Wow. Well, I'm glad I did it, because it was required.
My 4th grotto of the night. Something I had walked over countless times in this randomizer. Laid the Mirror Shield. I still technically couldn't beat Spirit since I needed to get there as a child to find the boss key, but it was really nice to have. With the only item on my list left being Hover Boots, I headed to GTG to finish it off. The training grounds didn't have much to offer, and there were no hover boots inside, so with that, I went over to Water Temple to get the last few checks there, beat the boss, and fill the lake back up so I could grab the golden scale. After struggling to go up the ramp to the boss fight,
The case. It is locked behind this crap. Which I'm definitely not gonna do first try. Oh.
this is how the fight went.
A little bit, but I don't care. Just so you know, I'm not going to be able to cheese this because I don't know how. I don't know the fast strat. In fact, I barely even knew how to get this guy. Damn. Although I'm sure he's pretty close to death after those. Oh, he hit me into the water. Crap. Come on up out of the water. He's dead. That was fast. Kind of. Pretty fast. Alright, what are you gonna give me? Please be hover boots. Because this was the last dungeon, I think, that I... Nope, it's vanilla. Alright, cool. Let's see what kind of medallion we get and what we learn. Hopefully relearn the fire.
With those dungeons out of the way, I went to go check a storm grotto in the forest that I didn't know about. Sitting right at the entrance to Lost Woods, I dropped in, and this was the final step in our journey.
Say that the hover boots can be found at the Lost Woods. Oh, really? That's actually helpful. Is this the Lost Woods?
The Gossip Stone let me know that the hover boots were in Lost Woods. I figured the only place that they would be is in the Mask Grotto behind the Skull Mask check. Lucky for me, I'd given the guard in Kakariko the Keaton mask, and so the Skull Mask was available for pickup in the mask shop as child. I picked up the mask and dropped into the grotto, and after being surrounded by Deku shrubs, I got the final item on my list, the hover boots. With the hover boots in my hands, I stood tall on this wall that I had spent 16 hours of my life climbing, and I smiled. I looked forward to see the sun rising, and the only thing in the way from me and the end of this game was the Shadow and Spirit Temple, light arrows, and the King of Darkness himself, Ganondorf. Shadow was up first. I didn't find light arrows in the dungeon, and Bongo Bongo went down easy, giving me the Forest Medallion. Now at this point, I had gotten a hint that Fire Temple was junk, so I was staying away from it thinking all it would be is Goron Rupee. Not required to beat the game, but I was at a standstill because I needed Bolero of Fire to get Child down into Fire Temple entrance and be able to finish Spirit, so I thought to let off some steam I would go fight the boss there just for fun to see if my suspicion that they held a small key was true, but to my surprise, Fire ended up giving me the last medallion, the water medallion.
I might be wrong. He might just not do that. Let's see what it is. It is. I was so right. Cool. I will not be returning, but I'm pretty sure that gives me Goron's Ruby. Oh no, it's water medallion. Alright, perfect.
After getting this, I thought I still needed one medallion since I had forgotten about the free medallion I got at the start. I went to Kakariko to learn the song there, which was Bolero of Fire. After I realized that I could beat the game, I went straight to Ganon's castle. Since there are a couple checks in there, I figured even if I don't find light arrows inside, Ganon tells you the location anyway, so with the bridge formed, I started clearing the castle. And literally, the first chest I opened gave me the light arrows.
There they are. Okay.
After finishing the castle, I started my fight against Ganon. This was my first time I had ever fought him in this game. And this is how it went.
Arrows from inside my castle. Because of the waves of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, Link. Oh, I just can't. Oh, yeah. Epic boss battle music. Dun, dun. Alright, so I can't. Oh, what the hell? I didn't know you would do that. Ah, get away from me. Alright. Oops. I just took that one full force, huh? So I can't Z-target him. Ugh. Nice little volleyball game. Who's gonna fail first? Huh, Ganon? I'm gonna do a cheeky little thing here. Look at that. I two-cycled you, man. That's Ganon. Look at him. Oh, he got a couple cheeky swings in. I don't have my Master Sword, but luckily for me, I still have my big sword. Right? I mean, that's the one I have equipped. So, oh no. Ah. Woo! Oh, wow, holy crap, that hurts. Does that not do anything to you, man? There we go. That's all it took. How's that feel, Ganon? Huh? How's that feel, you jerk? Keep holding him. No, no, don't stop. Keep holding him. No. And that's time.
I beat that man down, and I won. And then at 17 hours, 46 minutes, 18 seconds, I beat my first ever randomizer. It was hard and definitely could have been done so much faster, but I had fun and I hope you enjoyed watching. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. Username is Mechazen77. It should be on screen. It should be in the description. To catch the next one of these live where I hopefully don't make the same mistakes and maybe I'll get it done a whole lot faster. I'm probably going to be doing one again tomorrow, October 29th, 2022. So go ahead and check it out. Same seed, not same seed. Same rule set, but I'll actually know what I'm doing. It'll be so much faster. It'll be so much more fun. And I'll get to beat Ganon all over again. And you'll be there too. I'm sure. Even if you're not, you'll be excited for the next video. I'm glad I got this done in 2 parts. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. Follow. Kiss your best friend on the lips. With consent.